Hey guys, welcome back to the homestead. Well, it is salmon season in Alaska, and one of our favorite ways to preserve the catch is pickling. Today we're going to share one recipe we make every summer. All you need is a good fillet, a few ingredients, and a jar.
Let's see if this is correct.
Okay, so the first step to this pickled salmon takes about 24 hours. The whole process takes about 4 to 5 days, but it is worth it because it is so good. I'm going to take my salmon fillets that I have here, and I'm just going to skin them first. I'm going to take the skin off. Beautiful coppery reds. So the first step here, after we skin our salmon, I'm gonna put a layer of salt in the bottom of this pan. Now that I have a nice layer of salt in there, I'm just gonna lay my fillet down. And on top of that, I'm gonna put another layer of salt. But I'm going to put the rest of these fillets in here and save this skin for the dogs. Okay, so now that we have a thin layer of salt on the bottom of those fillets and a thin layer of salt on top, this is gonna go in our cooler for 24 hours before they are rinsed off. So if you want to stack more fish on top, just make sure you have salt in between each layer and then a salt layer on top. But I'm gonna go ahead, put a cover on this, and then pop it in our cooler, get it nice and cool, and it's gonna sit there until I come see it in about a day. Okay, so yesterday we went ahead and took the salmon that we had all that salt on and rinsed it off with some cool water, and then put them back in the container and covered it up with more water. And then it's been in there overnight, maybe a little more than 12 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my pickling liquid so that when it's all cool, so when this pickling liquid is all cool, we can go ahead and put it on our salmon and get it pickling. So you can do a lot of different things with pickling liquid. You can use different vinegars, you can use cane sugar. I'm gonna use honey and distilled white vinegar in 2 to 1. So 2 parts vinegar, 1 part sugar. And I'm also gonna throw some mustard seed in there. If you had black peppercorn or a pickling spice, that'd be really good in there too. But I'm just gonna get these together over medium heat and just until they're combined, and then I'm gonna get it cooling. Got 3 cups of vinegar here. I'm gonna do 3 cups of vinegar and about 1.5 cups of honey, and I think that will be enough to cover my whole half-gallon mason of salmon. Okay. Then I'm gonna throw a couple tablespoons of mustard seed in here and just heat it up until this is all combined. All right, so this pickling liquid is nice and combined. I am gonna put them in some mason jars and then put this in the cooler, and hopefully when we get back from filling up our water at the creek, this will be nice and cool and we get to pickle our salmon.
See how it's kind of like a...
Good job.
Push. Push hard. Alright, and now if you did everything right, when I start this, it's going to pump water. So let's see if you did it right. You ready?
All right, our pickling liquid is all nice and cool. I am just gonna slice up some onions and some garlic and jalapenos and layer them with the salmon in here. I like to pickle this for at least like 3 days, more to make it stronger flavored. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start chopping up my salmon in about 1-inch chunks or bite-sized chunks. Our salmon is all nice and cut up. It is beautiful. We're going to start layering some in our half-gallon mason. I'm gonna start with a little bit of jalapeno. Okay, that is so pretty. Now we're gonna pour some brine over it. You want to leave about 1 inch on the top and keep everything under the brine. Oh, it's so cool. I love it. I love pickling stuff. It's so much fun. Okay, this one is all set. I'm just gonna cap it and then put it back in the cooler, and then I will taste this in about 3 days. Oh my gosh, how pretty. All right, second one is done. We will check on these in a few days. It has been about 4 days. We are ready to try our pickled salmon. I am gonna whip up some sourdough discard crackers to go with it, which is super easy. Just take a little discard, mix with water and flour and salt, and I think I'm gonna throw some dill in there too, and then roll it out on parchment and bake it. Maybe a tablespoon of sea salt, right to the wet ingredients. And then maybe like 3 cups of flour, however much you need to get it thick enough to roll out. Dill will go great with this. Throw some on there, maybe a good couple tablespoons. Okay, I'm gonna cut this in half just to make it easier to roll. All right, I think that is good. We like a thicker cracker, not super crispy. A little bit of chew to it. There we go. All right, we're going to bake these crackers at 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes or until they're golden. Our oven is being funky, so we are going to set this to a little bit higher, like 400, and try to just keep an eye on them and see when they are done. A little bit more, good. All right, these are looking and smelling done. We're gonna take them out. Try one, Lena?
Yes.
They were good crackers, huh?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. We're excited to have this. This is like a staple in the summer in our house. We love pickled salmon.
You want a cracker with cheese, Lene?
Goat cheese cracker.
Here.
That is really good.
The jalapenos they're not as spicy after you let them sit. Perfectly pickled. It tastes almost like you can have like a hint of sushi.
Yeah.
beneath it, but no, that's good. I mean, this might make good sushi. You could like
would,
roll it
wrap
in
it.
rice. This would be good rolled in rice.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Hey guys, this is Amy and Dennis from Holdfast, Alaska. We are a small family living in the eastern interior, building a subsistence homestead.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed that video, and we'll see you on the next one.